Good morning. Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. You know, my last video on YouTube was mildly controversial, and truth be told, I slanted it that way on purpose. I wanted to see if I could learn a couple things, get a reaction out of some people, and the answer to both is yep. But I'm going to switch gears on that. I'm kind of done on that subject. It is clear from reading the comments, and I read every single one of them, over 2,000 comments. I read them all. It is clear from reading those comments that no matter what side of the issues one is on, we live in a pretty messed up society, right? We live in a messed up world. Social contracts are askew from the way they were meant to be. People do not treat each other nicely, and it's just going to get worse. It is just going to get worse, and it is, despite the disagreement of some people, it is worse in the cities, in the built-up areas, than it is out in the country where there are more traditional lifestyles, ways, and attitudes. Am I saying the country's perfect? No, I am not. But rural life is significantly different, and in many ways, it is significantly better. For those of you who do read the Bible, there's a bit in there where we read, "Come out of her, my people, lest you partake of her plagues." And her is Babylon. Come out of her. Here, I say it all the time, so I had a t-shirt made. Boom. Come out of her, my people. And by the way, you can get this t-shirt until the 28th, and then it won't be available anymore. I'll put a link down below. It's really soft for those of you who care about that kind of thing. Come out of her, my people. Y'all need to do that. Even those of you who hate me, because I don't hate you, and I care about you, and bad times are coming. The way things are going in the city just now, just today, is going to continue to get worse in our cities and build-up areas, our big suburbs. Yeah, I know the jobs are there. This peace deal with Korea, we're going to talk about that on Patreon. I talk about stuff like that almost every day. We're going to talk about this Trump pulling out of the talks and what's coming, but I tell you this, I don't think it bodes well. And I've read the stuff saying, oh, Trump's a mastermind, and you know, this is exactly where it's supposed to go. I don't think it bodes well. Russia, China, going to talk about that today. Turkey, their economy is collapsing. I wonder how that happened. I've said in another video that the two things that you really have to be prepared for in any kind of grid down, Tiawaki, world without rule of law, SHTF situation, two things you need to be ready for are people behaving badly and starvation. Number one, the best way to deal with the concept of people behaving badly is don't be around a whole lot of people. Come out of her, my people. Get out of those cities. I talk ad nauseum about how to do that in other videos and on Patreon and in write-ups that I do. You can do it if you want to. And if you don't, we all make choices in life. Choices have consequences. Choose wisely. And then starvation, it's easier to store food and grow food and get food in the country, unless you're talking about having a pizza delivered or Ethiopian food. It's easier when you have come out of her, my people. That's the physical aspect. Again, this is going to go over a lot of people's heads, but some of you, hopefully it sticks. Come out of her, my people, also has to do with your spiritual self. Man, you got to quit being so worldly. You got to quit being so focused on the things of the world and start focused on the things of the Most High. Time's getting short for you to make your choice on which way you're going to go. We live in an interesting world. I believe it's going to become more interesting in the coming weeks and months, and I encourage you all to come out of her, my people. I'll put a link to where you can get the t-shirt down below, and I hope to see y'all on Patreon. All right, I'll see you out there.